Hey Trading Card fans, and welcome to another episode of Aufgerissen und gespielt, your normally German channel for all things Magic the Gathering, Flesh and Blood, whatever TCG is coming alongside. Today, as you can see, we are having our Flesh and Blood game mat outside. This means like we are opening a box, and this time it's a sealed Flesh and Blood History Pack 1, 36 booster packs. Come on, that's like really cool. Everyone I know is like actually opening all this dynasty stuffs, but we shouldn't be forgetting that there's like still like the old variations left. And to be honest, there's some great cards to explore. Come on, like who doesn't want to have all these very nice cards like this amazing tuning, for example. I think this should be somehow based in here. We can be hoping to at least get it out. So 36 booster packs, amazing. So as well as always, like this pack stuff is a bit different to the other ones. It's not so thick as, for example, like Everfest or Dynasty is, but we are having great fun already with all these packs here. So by the way, the old school packs, which means like we are having a lot of aluminium foil. Oops, what's this here? We don't need this amazing blue stuff because we are having this amazing red stuff here on the thing. So we are having all these 36 packs in the history pack. Let's go crack it. Let's start it up. So as we have been talking about lately, like there's a lot of things still going on, like with all this very cool dynasty openings, as we could remember. And by the way, when we are talking about history packs, we talk about white bordered cards. So don't forget that we are having them inside here. So literally like we have starting with all this common stuff as in the old otherwise packs too. So when we have like rare, this time it's a bit different to see, like if you can see it here, Crane Dance, and we have a Morrison. You know, we put this a bit to the side just to make things go our way. So literally like this is like the old school. Today not so much power seemingly in my arms to, oh, don't forget one card, to put this up for me. So this turn around. We have a lot of definitely cool stuff cards in. What could we find here in this case? Ira, by the way, always a nice hero to go with. Haven't seen her, by the way, in this variation. Very nice. For me, we have our first Majestic. It's a Lesson in Lava in yellow, and we have a Blackout Kick. So nice. Majestics. We can't see this here. So literally like everyone's still like amazingly opening all this dynasty stuff as well as staying here. And I'm very happy to see that there's like all this great calling coming up again with all our new and big tournaments. Refraction Bolters, by the way, a very good card for Commoner and a very good equipment card in itself. Go again, Battle Worn, very nice for having this in a second Majestic with Forked Lightning. Nice. So I like this black border more, but I decided to be honest like a bit against buying the German variation of these cards, because to be honest like every other set we currently have seen from Flesh and Blood is in English. The only one is a history pack which is also produced in German language, so it's a bit I think it's a bit irritating, you know, like if you're like or not consequent on this part, like either you do German or you're not doing German. But like to redo only one set and then never ever again, either chose the game is not for Germans. To be honest, like I still have the impression that our local scene is, well, we are growing slowly. Helm of Eisen Peak. Wow, nice. We could go for this. It's a bit like our teams are growing, so we are like getting 1 or 2 persons more like every couple of months. So like let's say every 2 or 3 months, there's one more enthusiastic guy coming alongside for gaming, for Kamina, for Blitz, for example, but it's still like not as, by far, as not as much as, for example, like we are having with Magic the Gathering, for example, or others. But to be honest, like our local clubs also don't sport so many other TCG events. For example, like there's some guys playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or something like this. But to be honest, like there's also not so many people coming alongside. So we are still like, I will say, like I think second biggest set of players in the vicinity of our local gaming club. So it's amazingly great to see all these guys always there, and it's of course seemingly great to get more and more players into it. So by the way, our club also did something very great. So we're having now, let's say, entry decks for everyone. So if someone's coming, wants to play tournament, doesn't have a deck because he's not so comfortable in the game by now, only knows it, for example, like from online gaming or something like this, we have small decks there. It's very cool. Also, like if someone is like interested, like in this open gaming array, like every Tuesday, for example, like there's like open gaming means everyone can come and have a game there with TCG. So our Blood Rush Bellows, another Majestic coming up. It's, by the way, number 3, and we have a rare Redliner Ranger weapon in this case. So still feels a bit awkward, like when you're opening these boxes. As you remember, like we are also doing this with Magic the Gathering. I did this like with 4th edition, as far as I remember, 5th edition of Magic. Oi, 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 Tome of Hindle, yes, Majestic again. And another rare with Flick Flack. What does it mean, like 5th and 4th edition, if you're not into Magic, they also are white bordered, simply like us 8th and 9th and some other older editions, to be honest, but still feels like I'm like offering like now to use some very old school cards, which I'm opening. Azalea, Ace of the Hole, I haven't seen her in this variation too. So, and then we have Plunder, Run, and High Speed Impact. So, but to be honest, like 5th, 4th, and other editions of this sort of kind, I was then nearly a small boy. It means like 30 years nearly ago. So old. So let's crack it on. So we have now Steelblade Shunt and Plunder Run again, different coloration. So we are like having 2 only in the slots on the last spots. It's literally like the rest is like common cards. Possibly we have like some sort of Oath of the Arknight, Rushing River, some sort of spot if it comes to, let's say, some equipment slots. Not so often by now too, but equipment, very important part of Flesh and Blood. I think like if you're going for Blitz or like constructed, big constructed games, your equipment even more valuable than it should be. Breaking Scales, it's also a web very heavy, just talking about it. And now we're getting our next Majestic. It's number 5 already. Induction Chamber. It's already like very cool to see all this stuff. I'm a bit, as you can see, like not so enthusiastic by now. It's like, of course, like still about this old bordered stuff from my perspective. But yeah, with cards literally like they are a bit older now too, because they're like back a couple of booster displays. But I like cracking all these cards, and I'm of course taking a look for all the other parts as well. Dissipation Shield, it's an item. We have Dash, in this case the bigger one, the grown up variation, also very nice. We have a Ravenous, and we have an Eversing and Take Aim at this case and stage. So we are like nearly halfway through. 18 already nearly cracked. It's number 17, literally, like, because we did put out everything and then have it. Katsu, the Wanderer, also in the bigger variation. So grown up, Mauryan Skies, life for life in the spots of the extra rare, or like, yeah, the rare. Let's say it's rare. Let's say it's rare. So we need to go ahead with all these other things alongside. So we have Fate Foreseen, Unmovable, by the way, very cool if you're playing like some Staxy guys. Ulrim, for example, is such a guy where it makes sense to play this card. Reduced erosion, rushing river, if it comes with it. So let's see first resume. We are halfway through. We have 5 Majestics, which are Lesson in Lava, Forked Lightning, Blood Rush Below, Tome of Yindle, and Induction Chamber. Is it good? I currently don't know the value of the secondary markets to take a look, but I think I'm, let's say, happy enough that we have at least so many mythics on the spot. Let's go ahead. Second half going on. So what we got here? Read the Runes, Mage Master Boots. Also, I'm running this in a couple of decks, like for the part of Commoners. So we have Pummel, we got Rushing River, and Convention Amplifier. Give me a second, I will be back with you shortly. No, this is not getting any sort of advertisement break. It's just like if you are with a big family, you always have a lot of things to take care of, especially when children are a bit more. Iron Rod lines, we have Razor Reflexes, we have Berging and Warriors parts. So we're good on, I think, the rare side. Lots of cards there. It's time for a bit more action. Let's see if we find some more of legendary, of whatever mythic, majestic stuff coming along. Null Hood, why not? Come on, it's a good card. We have a majestic with Mangle, number 6, and Snatch in this case. Yeah. So, what was the best? Did you open this sort of packs too? If so, just let me know what was your best pull from the parts Iron Rod Plate, and when we have 2 more of rare cards in this case. Let's crack it. So, as you can see, everyone is sealed, nothing to hide. We are like going alongside the hard way. If it's not valuable, it's our problem, not yours. Achilles Accelerator, Purge Rebelers as a majestic, Lex, nice, and Steelblade Shunt for the rare. So everyone is like hopefully now big more up. I think like if we're always like opening something like this, this is, by the way, the stuff we are looking for, because this gets value to the card. And then we are taking a look probably like now in a couple of minutes in, let's say, secondary market, and find out that it's not so worth it. But this doesn't matter. Now I'm feeling happy about having it. So, and that's the best thing about all the stuff. Times and Potion, Spellblade, Assault for the rares. So I would say we are like nearing like 3/4. Means we should a bit speed up. Rare, Crush, Rune, Volty Bolt, Sick M Shot, Flock of the yada. Razor Reflexes, Majestic Technocore, Flag. Majestic number 3 on the second half makes altogether 8. Not so bad, to be honest. Not so bad. So we are going for more. Scalding Rain, also, by the way, nice card. Copper, we need this possibly for a couple of other things too. And of course we have 2 New rares. Copper, we need a bit for, I think, who was it? Kasai, I think, needs a lot of copper. So don't throw this sort of tokens away. You might possibly need them at a later stage if you, for example, change your hero or find out. Yes, Helm of Eisen Peak is the second one. In this case, wow, not so bad. Mandible Claw as a rare and Blackout Kick. In this case too, wow, we are going hard, hit and hard, I would say. So always, I personally, by the way, just to go back a bit here, this is the old school packaging. So they are now doing a new one. This new one much more saving the environment, which I personally like much more. Majestic card again, Endless Arrow and Talisha, the Lost Prince. Yeah. So we had 5, now we are with 4 on the other side, makes 9, and we're having 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 still left. That means half time. Half time show. What do you prefer? More like opening more Majestics, or like always like going for the big stuff? Just write me into the comments what's your preferred pull, like from a set. Super, it's like not always like what does it help me much if I have like, let's say the not Fable but a legendary which I'm not playing. It's nice to have. Yes, I'm collecting. If I'm not playing it, it's a bit I would possibly like see a bit more for the parts of this. By the way, sick things coming alongside. Have you seen like what people did to our amazing surgical extraction card? Thousands of dollars on the secondary market. Very funny, guys. Did a lot of things pushing by buying up all the cheap ones and then selling like for the not so cheap. Majestic number 5, Ancestral Overpowerment, Warrior's Veiler as well. So we are even now. 5 and 5 makes a 10. Very cool. Let's see what's on the last packs coming our way. It's a better way. Null Rune, always a good thing to find. Art of War. Art of War, guys. We found an Art of War. One of the more expensive cards. Da-da-dum-da-da-da-da. Art of War, always nice to see, always nice to get. Great. Great. Now I'm very happy, to be honest. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Of course, you can always get better, but this is already like, wow, nice, nice, nice. So, let's go for this. I think this card, Art of War, I think 20, 30, something like this. As a single card, we are buying this box, I think, for 65. So, that's very cool. Half of the money literally like in, the rest I think we are like somewhere around plus minus 0. Another Majestic Feign Death. So we got already like 2, 4, 6, 7 Majestics on the second half. Come on, guys. 12 Majestics. I mean, let's give some more. Let's give some more. So amazing, amazing. These things you always need for we have Ira, as far as I remember, like somewhere in our common staples. So this makes sense, of course, to have here. By the way, as far as I understood, like on the history packs, you don't have double-sided printed cards. Normally you have like on the others, and the newer ones, you have like all this double-sided cards. A bit annoying sometimes if you're like collecting like me, like because you need one card, have it 3 times more, it's like the same number on one side. Great, love it. So last pack for today. Dorinthea, nice young hero. We have Pummel, we have High Speed Impact and Barraging. So let's see our treasure. We have Art of War, which I personally think is the most, just by not accident, but to be honest, like, I think it's the most valuable card in our set here. And we have, like, from the second half, Purge Grabbler's Mangle, Endless Arrow, Ancestral Empowerment, Feign Death, Art of War, Tech Low Core, and of course the other 5 from the earlier parts: Induction Chamber, Tome of Hindle, Blood Rush Below, Fog Lightning, and Lesson in Lava. I hope you had all some fun. I had, so to be honest, let's go ahead and put this into our folders and let's see what we can brew from it when we are done. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope to see you next time when it comes again for cracking some packs or amazing deck tech if it comes to Flesh and Blood and Magic the Gathering. So enjoy the rest of the day. See you soon. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, ciao. See you next time.